But I myself in. What a good morning, everybody. Tottenham have won again. It's getting a bit contagious, this winning thing, isn't it, right? I am loving it. Guys in the chat, get to 50 likes in the chat, guys, and I will put the link in the chat, and I will do a phone-in show, one in, one out, and we'll just have a little bit of a chin wag. So, guys, come on, smash up those likes. Listen, guys, I've got a lot to talk about. I'm going to keep you here, and there'll be a video straight after this about VAR and about how I think it has ruined football. But guys, listen, Tottenham beat Liverpool. Ignore all the controversy for 1 second. We've beaten Liverpool, and now we should be excited, right? We should be excited because I tell you what, every single one said that we wouldn't win. They said we'd lose to Liverpool. They said we'd lose to Arsenal. They said Spurs can't do it, not with the way they play football. Liverpool will walk us off the park. Arsenal would do it at their carpet. It's not true. Whether we like it or not, Spurs, I think it was so much controversy yesterday, but ignore it for one moment. We've got Luton next. Again, Luton, Kenilworth Road. We have to turn up there. I agree, George. We were lucky. BC's in the chat first of all. Big up, Danny. Hope you're doing well. Come on, guys. 25 more likes, and the link goes into the chat, and I will have you on one by one, and we'll have a bit of a chin wag, right? Tottenham, right? Yeah, big up Tottenham at all. Big up Brian. Big up Johnny. Great show, by the way, if you were over there. So smash it over there. Big up to them, guys. Thank you guys for coming over and having a little bit of a chat with me. Morning, Nichols, how are you doing, my friend? I hope you're well. Morning, Perchy. Keep up the great shows. Thank you, Simon. Thank you. Listen, I'm going back to what I love, what I like doing. What I will be doing, if anyone in the chat wants to know, I'll be doing a Football Manager stream soon. We'll be doing a bit of that. I might start that on the next international break. I'm going to maybe start a Football Manager stream. So we've got the mystery shirt here next to me for when we do that. Big up, Perchy. So we're definitely doing the double now. Mark, excited. Listen, all jokes aside, for me at the moment, let's stay a bit level-headed, a little bit grounded. Great. I'll have those debates when we've played every team once, and then we can start discussing it, right? Stay undefeated when we've played everyone once, then it's a different conversation, right? Big up, Wolves, Finland. How are you doing? Great result for your boys yesterday, right? Big up to you. What a result that was for Wolves yesterday, beating Manchester City. Not just beating Man City, Man City equalised. You thought, oh, there you go, game over, right? Big up there. Choo-choo on the Ange Express, and I'm not getting off Joella. People aren't even on yet. I don't understand why. We're packing out and people aren't on it. There you go. Guys, get to 50 likes and the link gets dropped. That's 20 likes, 21 likes away. Smash the likes, and I will put the link in the chat, and anyone can come on. We'll do one in, one out. One in, one out. If we beat Luton next week, we will be top for a bit. Yeah. We beat Luton, we go top of the league, right? That's a good point. Great point. I slept through the game and woke up at 2-1 result and 3 Premiership points. Who cares about the controversies? We won the end. Come on, you Spurs. Yeah, exactly. I agree. We were lucky, but I will take it. Big up, George. Bang on. We got away with one yesterday, but there would have been a lot of controversy if we didn't win the game when they went down to 9 men, right? If it went down to 9 men and we didn't win the game, I think you have to criticise Ange Postecoglou, right? I love him, by the way. I have to always caveat that I love Ange. He is exactly what I wanted as a manager. I love him to bits as a manager. But if we didn't win that game, you'd have asked the question, how did Valise get on the pitch so late? Donnelly not get on the pitch? Yeah, these are young kids, but they're down to 9 men. We could have had a moment where these young lads could have been the saviour. Yeah, listen, it came off Matip. If Matip wasn't there, Valise scores, right? But it is what it is. Haters will always hate, Mark. Haters always hate. Perk, we need luck though. Always happens against us anyway, and we can use this confidence. Lewis, spot on. And in my video a bit later after this, if you guys are happy just to stick around after the show for 10 minutes, I've got a little video after that goes you sending you straight to that video. It'll be good if you could all stick around for that. That would be absolutely lovely. Big up Danny joining the membership club. I thought you were a member, Dan. I remember you got gifted one, right? I remember you got gifted one. Big up to you. In the words of Nigel, you all laughed. You're not laughing now. Exactly. You all laughed at me. And Nicholas, this is the one I will say on this. All those fans of all clubs and Spurs fans that said Spurs will get relegated without Harry Kane. Without Harry Kane, they will get relegated. You're not laughing now, are you? Just saying. I'll play your Football Manager, Dan. I'll be honest, mate. I've played community games and stuff like that, and it just takes forever, man. I'd love to. We'd have to schedule it so we're doing it at the same time. My computer will probably burst into flames if I do it though. But listen, I'll message you off stream and stuff, and we'll have a little chinwag if you want to do something like that. Love the tears, can't lie. Yeah, me too. Not sure why the sending off was controversial, accidental or not. Basuma's for Joe. I will say this on the red card. I didn't think it was a red card, and my theory is I understand why it's given. Before people jump at me in the chat, I understand why it was given. But for me, if we're sending players off for basically getting the ball and then basically gliding on the ball and catching a player, what are we doing in the game? That was the other way around. We'd all be going, well, we got the ball, right? Listen, I try and stay balanced with it all. I get it. I understand. I completely get why it was given. But for me, when I'm hearing Stonewall, I don't know. Not for me. Personally, that's just me. Listen, but as I said to you, I understand why it's given. Yotters, no excuses. That's 2 yellow cards. I don't care what people say about the first yellow card. He gave away 3 fouls in the space of 10 minutes since coming on the pitch. For me, is what it is. Liverpool made a lot of mistakes. They just don't want to admit it. No, listen, I think Liverpool. I'll be honest with it, Hansi. I think Liverpool can take away a lot of credit for their performance because they could have easily folded against us, and they should have done. But they dug in deep and they looked resilient. I tell you what, fair play. First yellow was an accidental contact, but every team has them. Yeah, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Perchy in the house, love you, man. But I saw a video you diss, and I got to disagree with you on a point. It was a definite red card. Look at the FA rules. No, AJ. I saw a video of you. Were you on about my video? There's an actual video of me. Can you send that to me? If there's a video of it, or are you talking about my video? I said it on mine. I don't care. For me, it wasn't. I understand why it was given. I get that. But for me, if we're sending players off for that, not for me. That's my only gripe. If we're sending players off now for making a fair challenge, and then they catch a player, we might as well all go home, right? That's my theory, and I stand by my decision on that. Yes, I can. You know what annoys me with VAR, AJ? The one thing that does irritate me with VAR is the still image. The still image looked horrendous, but they don't build up the whole play of it. That needs to be shown, right? Listen, I get it, by the way. I get it why people say it's a definite red card. I understand that. For me, man, we're getting to a stage where we're punishing mistakes now. We are actively punishing errors. I don't know. We're going to get to a game where we've got no contact, right? I was screaming to get Porro overlapping Kula. I was surprised actually. Listen, all this talk about Kulusevski, I'm going to say this now. I thought he was so predictable again. Honestly, Kulusevski is one of the most predictable football players I've ever seen. All he does is the same thing every single time, and it really, really irritates me. Guys in the chat, can we get 20 more likes, and I'll put the link in, and I'll get you guys on. I don't think there was a huge controversy that it was just one huge controversy. Agreed. Let some Liverpool fans keep crying those red cards. Yeah, listen, as I said to you, those red cards come and go. But then for them, if they can't then argue if it goes against them. I always stand by it. That's why I have the opinion I have. Because if I go, oh well, that was a stonewall red card, and then that happens next week because Basuma's caught a player or SARS caught a player and shown a red card, I'll be going, wait, hang on, no, not for me. You can't have your cake and eat it. That's why for me, I feel like I'm not biased at all. I say it how it is, right? And listen, it's fine. If people want to judge it as if I've got if I'm wrong. But yeah, AJ, if you want to, if there was actually a video, I'd love to know if someone put up a video of me, or you're talking about if you're talking about my video, that's fine. I don't care. If people put videos up about me, that's fine. Because normally when people put videos up about me, there's zero context behind it, right? Zero context. My biggest fear is reverting back to going Spurs in and losing to Luton would be typical of us. Open. Don't need to shout, Nicholas, but I'm assuming there's a mistake. He didn't mean to put the capitals in. Yeah. Yeah, mate. It is what it. I don't think we're gonna lose to that Luton team. We should be beating them. They're on good form now. They're on good form. Big up, Daniel. Big up, Beyond. By the way, I just saw you in the chat. Big up, mate. Joe Phillips. The no offside goal was an unbelievable blunder on the part of VAR. The sooner that 3D virtual software is introduced, better. Joe, do you know what? Do you know who we should be putting in charge of refereeing now? AI. I'll put it out there because I don't think we should have VAR at all unless it is done by a computer. Crazy as it sounds, unless a computer is going yes, no, yes or no, what's the point? We're basically making other humans to make other human errors. Listen, the Diaz one is an absolute disgrace. An absolute disgrace. And I don't care if it benefited Spurs this time. If that was against us, we'd all be going berserk. But this is what I said in my video, and that's why I don't want to spoil my video, so I'm not going to say it too much. But this is why I always say you can't celebrate VAR decisions that go for you, because then you can't be annoyed if they go against you. I'm not going to spoil my video because I want you all to watch my video straight after this, because I tell you what, I've gone into everything, into detail in a lot of stuff. So for me, you have it one or two ways. You can't have it both. You can't be annoyed when it goes against you and then celebrate when it goes for you. Works both ways, right? Sunday, Monday, happy days. Saturday, what a day. Rocking all week with you. Love this. Okay, cool. Big up to you, my friend. Guys in the chat, come on. Where is all the lights? I'll go into other channels with other fan bases, and the lights are at 100 immediately when they start. And thank you to the 2 new subscribers as well. So thank you very much for the 2 new people that have joined the community. Much love to you guys. Thank you. And if VAR is here to stay, we need Mike VAR up at least similar to cricket. Yeah. Do you know what I'd have, Joe? What I would have is one challenge. We have one challenge from referees. The referees can challenge one decision, or a captain can challenge a decision. So a manager or a captain can challenge a decision, and then it gets looked over. That would stop all of the slowing down the game. Keep the game going, right? I think VAR is a disgrace, but yeah. I've lost everyone. Oh, there we go. Mixed Mitchell, big up. Enjoy the moment, Tottenham fans. But as football fans, we all need to stand together on this. Drink Liverpool tears this week, but next week against Luton, it could be this, and this. You can't have it both ways. I stand by it. Kulu and Solomon looked as predictable as each other. Yes, I thought Solomon came on and looked a little bit better. I get it, but I thought he was a lot better than I thought. Kulu was very, very boring. Big up, Mix Mitchell. Big up, mate. Watching football for over 50 years, and I've seen red cards given and not given. It was 50-50, I understand, but why it's given, but I would understand if they did. Yeah, that's what I mean. But my point being is for me, it wasn't a clear and obvious sending off. That's how it should be. We need to be judging things in real time. I think all replays have to be done in real time, not in slow motion or still images. The second you do that, you're not doing it right, in my opinion, because you can make anything look worse slowing down, right? These are football players. What are we expecting? Yes, mate, it was your video. If Basuma gets his leg broken, we're still saying it's debatable. Yeah, but AJ, I will stand on this point, mate. I stand. I get your point. We can't be refereeing injuries. We referee tackles. I'll roll it back. I'll roll it back. Remember when we played Everton and some made that very fair challenge that caught Andre Gomez and he broke his leg and blah blah blah, and he had the everyone going mad. Some was crying on the pitch, blah blah blah, and got sent off. You go back and look at it; it's a yellow card foul, but it was just his landing that was bad, right? So my point being is we can't be refereeing foul injuries. We should be refereeing tackles. For me, look at the context of it. Was Curtis Jones reckless? No. He's gone for the ball. His foot gets the ball, but his follow through catches Basuma. For me, we're in a dangerous era if we're allowing that, right? I get it why it's been given. I get why it was a red card, and then they won't be able to overturn it. I get it, but yeah, this is where I feel like we're going to be. 1 second. Guys in the chat, can we get 5 more likes? I'll put the link in. If we get 5 more likes, I'll throw the link in and get you guys in, right? Yeah, big up to you. Big up to you, AJ, mate. Salad sandwich between a doggy and Porro. I tell you what, I thought Adoji and Porro yesterday were brilliant. I thought them two were so. I mean, their recovery was absolutely sublime for a lot of it. Come on, we all know that usually happens to Spurs. So I'm sorry I sound bad, but I'm glad it happened to Liverpool and not us once. Yeah, 7. But my point being is I get the sentiment. I get it. We've had so many bad things that have happened against us, right? So many. But what we can't do is then cry about it. Let's just say we lose 1-0 to Luton. Let's just say I'll whack the link in the chat, guys. You can jump on. Anyone want to jump on? Get involved. I'll try and keep it quite fair and rotational. But my argument with this 7 is this. I'll stand by it. If it happens against us, against Luton Town, we can't then cry about it. I'm just saying. I get the sentiment, but I'm just saying that's how I stand by it. I think I'm trying to be as balanced as possible. Morning, Perchy. Great being a Spurs fan. Love Big Ange in the system. Yeah, I agree. Hit the bar. I love it. I'm loving it. Luton has a massive game on Tuesday. They'll be very well fested 7 points. 3 games when they're coming to Spurs. Yeah, imagine they go and get 7 points in the last 3 games, and then they got to go and play Tottenham. Spursy. Big up, Josh. Big up, mate. Listen, I try and speak as much facts as possible. It's a shame, really. You lot finally got a win over us, but nobody's talking about you and your team. It's all about you. Mate, I agree. I think yesterday we showed we were there or thereabouts yesterday. I think Liverpool, by the way, I think you're a Liverpool fan, aren't you, mate? You are. You're a Liverpool fan, but I thought you guys are really good. I don't care. I'll say it. People can be annoyed. I thought Liverpool yesterday were brilliant, even with 10 and 9 men. By the way, you guys were brilliant. And if I was a Liverpool fan, I'd feel really hard done by because I think you deserved the result. I get something out of that game. You defended like Mavericks at the back, man. We didn't have an answer. I'll give you that. We didn't have an answer. But what we did is as soon as we put it to Porro and not to Kulusevski, something happened. Whip ball in, something. And if Matic doesn't get there, it's Veliz who taps it in, right? Without VAR, the goal still isn't given. Removing VAR isn't a solution. No, but Rich, what it does, you get rid of VAR. What it does, what you need to be doing is all the money you put into VAR, put it into actually coaching referees. That's where the money needs to go. Coach the people, not the technology. You coach people. That's the way to do it, right? That's for me. That's my theory. Guys, the link's in the chat if you want to join in. I'm a little bit short off the numbers that I said I'd do, but it's fine. Okay, Vindaloo. How do VAR and rugby get it right every time, even when there are bodies everywhere? Yeah, football can't get it right. Yeah, it's a joke. Sound? I'm confused. How about rest mic'd up, and then we can use similar to umpires in American football, keeping the fans informed. What I don't want is start, stop, start, stop. Whatever it is, you need to keep the energy of the pace, right? Yeah, guys, I've sent you the link in there anyway, Dan, if you want to come on, mate. Dan, you can come on, more than welcome. I'll put the link in the chat. We're definitely losing the Luton's to Spurs way. No, we're not. We'll be fine. Vindaloo, 9 men and you need no goal to win. Lol. Oh, if you're going to be a child, get out of my chat. Piss off. I can't deal with children today. Yeah, exactly. You need an own goal to draw with us. What do you want? Oh, no, I'm not going to swear. Hey, I know, just no Perchy. There's more. No. I wasn't saying that was a solution, Tigaro. I was just sort of trying to make the point of there's got to be a better solution, right? Oh, look, of all the guys to come on, he was loving it yesterday. Whatever he says, I bet he was going crazy. Alex, welcome to the show. Danny, welcome to the show. They're all piling in today.
Morning.
Oh my God.
Right. I'm gonna
first because I want you to just let it out, but we're gonna keep it civil because I need to keep rotating people. If people,
bro, Perchy, why are you saying that for? You know what I'm like. I'm a short and sweet guy, bro. I only take 2 minutes.
I know.
To my point, bro. I don't need to take 100 minutes. You know what I mean, or 2 hours or something like that.
You, man.
You know what I mean?
Did you have a good time yesterday, mate? Did you have a good time yesterday?
We'll get onto that in a bit. Let's get with the formalities and that's it. You know what I mean? Because it's Mr. Box Office TV, by the way, and I don't appreciate people unsubscribing to me because I'm the honest one. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Alex, mate, I have people unsubscribe to me every single day, man. It's the game, man. I've
lost
yesterday.
I know, but you know how it is. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? But like I said, I do agree in that sense about we were good at the beginning. It was good, but unfortunately, we're playing 9 men in the end. Yep. And for me, unfortunately, Liverpool had us over a barrel, and they only scored because Porro, who I do agree had a very good game, Adoji had a good game. Yeah,
I thought Doji and Porro were very good yesterday.
Yeah, but Porro the thing is, if he doesn't put that ball in, and they scored the own goal, it's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing.
Do you know what? I watched your match reaction, Alex, and you know what? There was a lot of it I agreed with, actually. I don't normally agree with everything you say, but I did agree. And I was on the watch-along, and I said on the watch-along, I said, they're down to 9 men, and if we don't win the game, it's embarrassing.
It's a good result if it's 11 men. It's a good result.
Yeah, but look,
absolutely 100%. But this is why I hate when I didn't like it when it was a non-contest after 9 men. And people complain. Let's say about Liverpool. This is to finish this. People are having complaints about Liverpool saying, "Oh, they're really defensive." What did you expect?
Yeah, of course. But do you know what? And this is why. This is why people. I'm not one of these that will just fly with the wind. This is why on this watch along, me, Sava, has all on the watch along going, and Steve as well was saying, the manager. If we don't win this game, the manager's got it wrong. He subbed the Doji off and brought Ben Davis on.
Put Ben Davis on.
Hang on, let me finish what I'm going to say. He brought Højbjerg on for Basuma. He brought Skip on for Sarr. He then brought.
What options did he have?
What? Huh?
No. What options did he have?
What he had was his go. Do you know what, guys? They're down a night. Hang on. What he should. Hang on, Alex. I'll let you go straight after. What he should have done is gone, do you know what? I'm going to hook off, I don't know, Romero or a centre half and go, do you know what? We're going to go tight at the back. We'll play 3 at the back. We'll put Veliz on for half an hour and go, do you know what? We're going to lump it in the box because we're going to put a big guy in there. We got Jamie Donnelly on the bench.
Thank you.
We've got 2 attackers on the bench.
Thank you.
And he should have brought him on.
Thank you.
He got away with one yesterday. Oh, big.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
Listen, and Alex, You know me, I love Postecoglou, and people said, "Oh, you're already turning on the manager." No, I'm not. I'm being critical of what I saw.
Exactly.
Alex, I'll let you have your say. Big up the coolest Chelsea. Welcome to the show, my friend. I've not seen you on, so big up to you.
But that's exactly what I said. What the hell is Davis coming on for, bro?
I agree.
What is you have Matt Phillips, you have Ashley Phillips there all day long, yeah? We're told, oh, he's the future. He's the future, yeah? Right? So I'm sorry, yeah? You put the future on. And if you can't put him in against 9 men, Salah came off. The threat was gone. The threat was gone. That's the point I'm making. If you can't put on these youngsters when they have 9 men, yeah, what are you doing? It's a build. It's a build. And I said, oh, you need to put the experience on.
Man.
People have been criticising Højbjerg being bang average, Skip being bang average, Davis being bang average. And all of a sudden now, we need the experience.
Yes, we did yesterday. No,
please.
When you got 9 Liverpool players standing in front of that goal, anyone is going to struggle scoring. You needed someone with a bit of experience.
No, that's excuses.
I get your point.
Excuses.
But we should have played 3 at the
Alex,
back.
hang on. But Dan, you're right. But that's why we should have brought on attackers and not defenders.
Venice, good decision. Very good decision,
But for me, it was too late. We did it too late.
Too late.
Yes.
You know what I would have done? And listen, this is why I'm not a manager, by the way. But what I would have done, as soon as Jota was shown a red card, my change would have been get Pape Sarr off.
Beyond 72, it's passion, bro.
Go 4-4-2 and go. You've got 2 big boys, Richarlison, and then you've got Veliz that you can, and then go. What we'll do? We'll put Solomon on one wing, and because he brought Son off, didn't he? But Son off for Solomon. I'd have gone Solomon on one wing, Kulusevski on the other wing, sorry, and gone 4-4-2. Madison and Basuma as your centre midfielders, and go, do you know what? We're going to just pump balls into the box. Pump them in the box.
4-4-2, no. I'd have gone 3-4, because I'd have gone 3-4-3. We didn't need 4 at the back.
Dan, to be fair, I'm just saying 4-4-2, but it doesn't really matter what it is, right? That's how we should have done. Listen, I'm not going to get away from the fact that we won the game. Listen, great result. Listen, we're not going to worry about the performance if we've won. We've got 3
You were
points.
very lucky, Perchy. Very lucky.
We got away with one. We were wearing our lucky pants.
Diaz goal just stood, and the red. I absolutely agree with you. Actually, I saw it, and I saw Gary Neville, and he's spot on. They made it worse. I think the offside looks bad.
No,
it's bad.
The offside is one of the worst decisions I've ever seen in football.
That is bad. And if that happened against us, that would be bad. Honestly.
Agreed.
That VAR, point I want to make on that red card, I've been dying to do this, that VAR was a disgrace. That was blatantly a goal. When I saw it at the first glance, I thought, he might be a little bit offside. And then when they replayed it, he was a yard or so onside. Right, that red card was a red card. If that would have happened to Spurs, I would have said that's a red card. Why? Because he went for that tackle. He was already half out of control. He already had his foot inverted in the air. And the reason he came off the ball is because he hit the top of the ball with his foot like that and went crunch with his studs in there. He was out of control. He was out of control. It was harsh. It wasn't malice, but he was out of control. He was stretched out by the time it came.
Danny, if that's a Tottenham player, card. Okay, I'll ask a question.
I would have said red.
If it's a Tottenham player, you say the same thing then, yeah?
Exactly the same thing.
Okay, we'll see then. Because
Exactly.
at the moment, I don't agree. I'm sorry.
He was out of control.
Hang on, I want to bring the coolest Chelsea because he's been in here and I don't want to take over. Obviously, a different side of it. Chelsea fan, obviously playing on Monday and stuff. And big up to you, my friend. What did you take of it? I'd like to get an outsider's view of it for now because obviously it's very easy for Spurs fans to be aggrieved and all that, and Liverpool fans to be aggrieved, Spurs fans to be jubilant for winning and stuff. For me, the one thing I want to say on this, and I'll get your thoughts on it, mate, is this. I stand by the feeling I can't stand VAR. So I don't celebrate VAR decisions that benefit my team because that means I can't get... If I celebrate... Like, for example, if Spurs fans celebrated yesterday with the VAR decision, if it goes against us against Luton... I expect the same energy going, it's like, do you know what I mean? That's how I see it. And that's my theory on it. You there, mate? Oh, there it
Yes,
is.
bigger guys. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Welcome to the channel, mate. I haven't had you on before, so welcome on.
To be honest, I feel like VAR is not the problem, but people in charge are the problem because they make biased decisions all the time, all the time. But overall, man, I hate Liverpool. I'm just Spurs win.
Yeah, no, mate. Listen. That's what I mean. But we've got to be at a situation where now we've got to be at a situation now where we, as a collective, as a football fan base, ignore team rivalries, team benefits, team negatives. What I will always suggest is, as a football fan, we should all be combating against the officiating in this country, right? Right?
100%.
He's here for his 5 minutes of fame. Mate, but Barry, mate, welcome along, Barry. Thoughts at the game yesterday? Listen, we won the game. It is what it is. With all the controversies in the air, talk to me.
Yeah, look. All that mattered yesterday was 3 points, right? I think if this happened to someone else, I don't think you'd get as much airtime, let's just say, as what we did. Obviously, when it goes against us, we don't, there's not so much of an uproar. Look, the offside goal, as soon as he called offside, I was like, that's not offside, right?
Yeah.
What?
It was weird, weren't it? We were
madness.
watching, and I went, because I thought there was something with Salah. I thought Salah was offside for something. That's what I thought. I was like, oh, because Diaz can't be offside. But I thought, saying in the build-up was offside. But for me, when I saw that, and I went, and then I thought, oh, okay, maybe it's something else. Maybe that he's handled it, or he's done he's chested it with his arm, and it's carried on. The decision was atrocious. I think collectively, the five of us here will all agree that decision was unacceptable.
Yeah. But look. I think the trouble is VAR was supposed to come in to make these decisions easier, and actually, it's made it more worse. It's made it worse.
I agree. I think there's more decisions that have been as much.
And also, it's not just us, right? I think the issue is that we don't know what offside is anymore. We don't know what a handball is anymore. We don't know what anything is anymore, and it's just crazy, right? And look, whatever happened, look, I thought sitting there and obviously playing against 9 men, and look, the first one, at first glance, I was like, I'm not sure that's a red card. Then obviously, when you look at it again in real time, you think, oh, that's a bit naughty. But the trouble was, the moment that he went to the screen and they had the still of his leg planted and the foot on top of his ankle or on his shin,
it was a horrible picture.
It looks horrible, right?
Yeah.
I also think, and I was sat there watching it with a Liverpool fan, and we were sitting there talking. I said, do you know what? If Basuma's leg is planted, he breaks his leg. So that's why it's been given as a red card. The second one, Jota has been stupid. So I get the fact that
I'm not against the second one. The first one
Jota probably should have been booked before then for a couple of other challenges, right? He wasn't. Fine. But to then got unlucky because the back of a dodgy's heel hit his knee, and then obviously tripped himself and everything else. In real time,
did he actually touch him? Sorry, sit back. Did he actually touch him? Because
they showed it on match day. So what happened was, the Doji's heel, as he was running, caught Jota's knee, and then that's when his leg obviously moved out of position where he was running, and that's when he clipped his own leg.
I thought he fell over himself.
Yeah, he did, but because there was a slight touch from that. If you go to watch Match of the Day afterwards, they highlight, they enlarge it so it shows him where he catches his knee, and then obviously enlarge it. I mean, we can see his foot hits his other foot, and then he goes down. In real time, obviously that looks like a yellow card all day long, right? When you're watching it, because you're like, what the hell's gone on? Obviously, again, slowing it down, it doesn't look what it looks like to the naked eye. But then for Jota to do what he did
Yeah,
Idiot.
agreed.
90 seconds later is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah,
Composure,
Ridiculous.
They
composure.
can't be retained with a yacht and red card. Oh, sorry, I've got people in the background. I do apologise. Sorry, guys. Big up to you boys. And listen, I don't think Liverpool fans. Mix Mitchell, you are a Liverpool fan, I believe, right? And Harry, welcome along, by the way, as well. And I'll quick get your thoughts on it, guys. I'm going to go for another 20 or so more minutes as well, because I'm going to redirect you straight to one of my videos that will be talking about VAR. But because that is shame, I'm as shameless as you can get. Harry, I'll come to you first, my friend. And by the way, first of all, I want to say congratulations for getting nominated for the award.
Harry,
Everyone go over to nominate. If someone in the chat can put the SCA award voting things, everyone, I want everyone going over and voting for this young man. He's done amazing work. I see all the work you do, my friend. So massive congratulations on that. And are you going, by the way?
Yeah, thank you very much. Firstly, thank you for having me on. Yes, I am going the evening 16th of November. Yeah, so thank you for all the votes so far. Thank you, Perchy, for that. So it's an honour to be listed along with 9 other incredible individuals. So yeah, I'll be attending the evening. So really looking forward to it. I'm very grateful to be there.
No, mate, absolutely. And listen, I said, look, congratulations. Me and Barry will be there. So you can come and see me and the big man.
Oh,
we're
fantastic.
going to be there. So we'll definitely catch you there. But I want to ask your opinion on the game. Yes, sir, we won the game. Whatever's happened, whatever happened, the controversies in the game doesn't change the fact Spurs got 3 points. And for me, the 3 points is massive in this at the moment for us. Everyone said at the start of the season, Spurs are going to be in a relegation battle without Harry Kane. People look very, very silly when they've said those comments, right?
Yeah, people look very, very silly. Listen, it's a game with lots of, important decisions, lots of controversy. But at the end of the day, you can only beat what's in front of you. And we've done that. We got the 3 points. That's all that matters. It was against a very good opposition, a very important 3 points. So regardless how we done it, how left we late it, decisions that happened, like you say, Patch, a massive 3 points. People look very silly who said that. Because Liverpool are seen as potential title contenders. They're definitely a lot
better. I think Liverpool are a brilliant football team.
Exactly. They're a lot better than they were last season. They've gone out and improved in the window. It looks so much better. Thank you very much for that. And I think there'll be a real force this season, whether it's in the title fight, etc. They look very, very good. So to start there and beat them
in the Premiership.
Yeah, exactly. And we went out and beat them, and that's all that matters. So still a massive win.
Yeah, no, listen, it is what it is. But we now, do you know what? I heard a lot of stuff saying that the last 2 games were the real test, the litmus test. That's what term I used, the litmus test for Tottenham.
Yeah.
Can we get through Arsenal and Liverpool without losing? We didn't. We got 4 points out of 6, right? And to be fair, anyone would have snapped your hand off of that at the start of the season. You had to snap your hand off for getting 6 points in the first 2 games, right? And we did that as well.
I'd rather it was the other way around, Perch. I'd rather we won at the Emirates and drew at home to Liverpool.
Arsenal was good because we should have beaten them. Liverpool, no. We were exposed.
I agree.
Absolutely exposed, and we look like Madison FC as well. We look like Madison FC as well. I'm being honest.
Alex, you can be honest, but what you can also adjourn to is that actually, yes, you're right. I think on the sense of it all, yeah, we weren't great yesterday. I don't think we were great. I think Liverpool were brilliant yesterday. I thought Mo Salah caused so many issues.
VDV had a terrible game. I thought VDV had a terrible game. He got caught. He got caught in it 4 times. Yes, he got caught.
Really?
4
I thought Van de Ven was
give it out. If he didn't have his pace, he would have been shot.
I do agree.
It's a moot point. He does have his pace.
4 times he got caught out. And
you could argue if Salah was a world-class player, he would have been crap yesterday. I mean, I thought Van de Ven out of the 2 centre halves was the better one, and it was his recovery. And it may have just been because he was playing against very fast players, and his recovery pace benefited him. That could be where I'm seeing it from. Mitchell, mate, welcome. Sorry, welcome on. Been in my chats before. Welcome on to be actually in front of 159 amazing people. Thoughts, my friend? Listen, didn't get the result you wanted, but I thought your boys showed real desire. And listen, I think collectiveness, I think you guys can be absolutely fine this season, right?
Yeah, to be honest, I think we will be all right. I think we'll probably end up finishing second still.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
Even before yesterday's game, I actually did put Tottenham down as finishing third as well. I actually do think you're a really, really good team. I think you did struggle a little bit when we went down to 9 men, but regardless of what people think, playing against 9 men is not an easy thing to do. It's something that you probably never ever practice on the training ground. And it takes a lot of discipline as well, because you could see some of the Spurs players were just a little bit undisciplined. There was, it just weren't very cohesive when you went. You know what I mean? You just needed to do a few more overlaps, I think. Kulusevski didn't really have anyone supporting him, and the one time that someone did go round the side of him, that you scored right at the end. So, yeah.
Listen. I think you defended really well. I think the one thing what Liverpool did at 1-1 when they were down to 9 men is they went, what are Spurs terrible at doing is breaking teams down. Let's just put bodies behind the ball, and then what we'll do, we'll use the likes of Szoboszlai, Trent, who's just come on the pitch to counter-attack if we have to get the ball down the other end of the pitch. Liverpool, I thought you defended well. The one thing that really frustrated me, I think people were telling me that Kulusevski had a good game. I thought Kulu was so predictable that he made Liverpool's day at 9 men even easier, because all you need to do with Kulusevski is show him onto his weak foot, because he hasn't got any. Keep him out wide. He's got nothing. He'll pass it back. Dan, I'll come to you on this one quickly, mate. Kulu, like people telling me he had a good game. I didn't see it. What about you, mate?
No, not at all. Do you know what? There's about 4 players you can actually pick off on that Spurs team that did not actually have a good game. Kulu, again, he held the ball well a couple of times, but when there was 9 at the back and he was even out wide on his own, if I remember right, it was 4 or 5 separate chances he had to try and get it round that person, and he couldn't get it round him once. And then the only thing he could do was knock it to his left foot, and then he couldn't even cross it into the box. And the one he got went, 30 yards that way.
Oh, don't.
I thought he was terrible.
Every single time I watch Kulusevski play, I go on, do something different. Same again. Do something different.
Do you not think that Porro could have helped him a little bit more, though? He didn't really overlap him very much, and it just meant that everyone knows what Kulusevski's going to do then. If Porro would have got past him a little bit more, then it might have varied the play a little bit more.
I think you're
right.
Staying
back a little bit for he was staying back, and Kulusevski's the idea was to pass it to him to get the ball in. And every time Kulusevski got the ball, he couldn't get it around him. And then when he went to look back, the defender was standing there. He got himself in a mess about 5 times and did not beat his player once.
I think he's right. I think Mitchell's right that Porro should do more. The problem I have with Kulusevski, with a lot of players this era, is that they have good seasons or have a good period, then they don't develop. They don't move on. They don't go to that next level. And that's Kulu. That is Kulu. A great example, and people won't like it, Saka. Saka has gone from here up to here. He keeps on getting better and better and better and better and better.
I'll be honest. I'm not one of these that sort of hypes up Bukayo Saka. I think he's a. By the way, I think
I'm not hyping him up, but he's been consistent. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think he's been consistent.
But
I think when he this is my opinions on Saka. I think Saka's one of those players. When he has a good game, he has an amazing game. But when he's not in the game, he's he's not involved, right? And he's one of those. Do you know who he reminds me very much of? If you compare him, not on what they play, on their on when Heung-min Son. Because when Heung-min Son's amazing, he's a 9-10 out of 10 performance. But when Son's not in a game of football, I think he's very, very okay. And Saka's very similar to that. When Saka has a great game, he's amazing.
Maybe I'm wrong then.
He didn't do much in the North London derby. I didn't think he was great in that.
But maybe I'm wrong then. But I'm just saying that this is the problem I have with players this era. Yeah, back in the 90s and 2000, you had players that would go from one level to the next level to the next level. You don't see it anymore. You get what I'm saying? And Kulu's a great example. He's only had 5 minutes when it was under Conte. Yeah. Since then, I've not seen him. Not seen him at all. Sorry.
I've got to agree.
Yeah, I mean,
He's terrible.
he's not seen him at all. Everyone was ranting and raving about this guy, and this is why I don't go over the top about Van der Ven.
Yeah,
That's why I don't go on about Van der Ven at the moment, because and Vicario. Yes, they're doing good, but it's been consistent. It's consistency. Yeah, and this is the thing about these players now. You don't see them develop, and that's it. They need the manager to tell them what to do. You know what I mean? This is where I've got it over Maddison, over Odegaard at the moment. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think
Maddison is better than him all day long because Odegaard's a systematic player. Maddison's an old school maverick. He's got the maverick in him, and that's what I'm saying. Gascoigne, Zidane, all those. That's all it is, bruv. Yeah, I might not roll the names off my tongue. Asthmatic can do the job for me. Big up to him, by the way, because I love meeting him at the stadium. By the way, my guy Marlon as well. Yeah, every single time. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? My guys. Yeah. But you see what I'm saying? Those are the guys I'm talking about, and that's it. That's my problem, yeah? And I don't care what you say, because Mr. Box Office is an old school 90s guy every single time. Back to you, Perch. I'm done ranting. That's it. I'm done. If you don't know what
he's ranting about again, Perchy. But look, Perchy, I agree with you, right?
It's the truth, brother. Get to know my name, brother. You're my boy, brother. That's all I need to say. That's it. Respect me, brother. Back to you, Nick. Just waffle on and that's it, brother.
It's fine, Alex. So I didn't get to know, so I got to know. It's fine, mate. But Percy, I think Mitch is right, as well, against the 9 men. There was times in that game when we're against 9 men, I was like, one, we're not going to score, and two, I was worried about Liverpool on the count. I'm not going to lie. I still thought
I was. I tell you what, I had a feeling that game
even though they took Salah off. You know, you had Trent overlapping, and all I'm going to say is, Slobosly, what a player! That guy is an absolute baller. And I tell you what, this is why Arsenal go down the road and with everyone else are kind of getting upset about Havertz and that fraud Declan Rice, 105 million fraud Declan Rice, because they could have got Slobosly and Maddison for the same price as Rice, right?
Yeah. And Slobosly is a great player.
Yeah. And look, he did. Look, unfortunate for Gakpo, obviously getting injured where he scored that goal. But look, I just think, Anne said we're going on a journey. There's going to be bumps in the road. Our 3 points is all that mattered yesterday. I know. Obviously, we had the VAR decision and everything else. But if I think of Robertson, if I think of Sissoko, if I think of that offside during COVID, if I think of that Jota at Anfield, and then he went on and scored the winner. You know, you've got.
Just took the words out of my mouth.
I said yesterday, I think we got away with one. And Laura's dad, who's 70 years old, and he obviously has been watching football for a long time. Oxford United season ticket holder, so we'll forgive him for that. But he was like, sometimes you've got to take it, because in the games that you should have won, but you didn't because of decisions or something happened.
Mm-hmm.
Perchy's prepped. Look at him.
Look.
Southampton. Newcastle. But what the point here is, there's always going to be times when decisions go against you and you don't get the rub of the green. At the moment, we're getting the rub of the green. We're getting the late goals. We're getting decisions going our way. Very similar to what happened with Arsenal last season, right? Arsenal at the start of last season, they got decisions going their way. They didn't get any injuries. They didn't get, they were playing teams that had suspensions. It was very much the same rub of the green. So look, like Anne said as well, decisions will come back, and you will probably get, at the end of the day, when you put all the decisions on the table, they probably even out. Not, most of the time they'll probably even out, right? So
look,
I just think, people didn't play well. We didn't play well. It was a test. Liverpool are going to be, like Mitch said, Liverpool, I think, it's second. I mean, if Man City are in a little bit of a patch now, obviously, with what's going on, who knows what's going to happen, how they're going to respond and come back. I think Liverpool could. I'm not saying Liverpool are back, because that's like saying Tottenham are in a title race, right? But I think
we are in a title race.
going to be up there this season.
Oh, don't, Alex, don't be that guy.
We're in the title race. We're in the title race, aren't we?
What?
No,
Hang on, whoa, Alex. So do you believe in Ange Ball now, or you?
No, I'm not saying I believe in Ange. I said no, I don't believe in Ange. No. You know, no. Don't go there again because we don't want to go there again. I'm saying to you,
go where?
Are we in the title race? Are we in the title race? We should.
No, you just said we are.
Yeah, well,
we're not.
Are we on title race?
VAR that decision, and I'll come back. You did say we're in a title race. I don't know if you said.
I'm just saying. Are we in the title race?
No.
Perchy,
We'll be in the title race. If we're in this position, 1 point behind the league.
I mean, it's early in the season, but
I'm only playing.
I know you are.
I'm only playing.
Still hate the manager.
I'm not deluded, but you know what I mean. I know it's early in the
season.
It's
just the manager.
But I had to ask the question.
But you are. If Liverpool and if Arsenal are in a title race, then Tottenham are as well. It's only 7 games, but
don't do it. No. We're not. This is on my channel, and we're not in a title race. I'm putting it out
there. He's backing himself up. He's trying to back himself up so he doesn't have to do the apology at the end of the season. That's what he's doing. I love Virtue. I love this.
But in all seriousness, what have I said? And I stood by my opinion from day one, right? No, as long as we don't get relegated, which we won't, we're too good to get relegated.
That's wild.
I said I don't care where we finish this season because I want to see the manager next season with the team built around him, with the Dyers, the Llorises, the Ndombeles, all these players that are still contracted to this football club out of it. Once they're gone, then I will judge it. And I'll stand by it.
Can I just ask a question to someone, actually? Is that okay?
Of course you can.
Yeah.
Mr. Box Office, I thought that every single Spurs fan, from what I've seen, is behind Ange. Yeah. How come you're not?
It's got nothing to do with Ange. It's more to do with the club backing him and backing him when he has a bad run of games, because that's crucial. Also, he needs to stay the whole season and stay the next 18 months as well. But I will say this, and I'm going to say this on my channel: the club is going forward behind the scenes because Stelios has confirmed it. He's spoken to Simon Davis, the youth director, and from what he's saying, and I have to actually say this, and I can't believe I'm saying this. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to say this on my channel, and it's so bad. Prodigy was cooking. He was actually cooking. I'm not talking about the signings.
Yep.
If Prodigy wasn't there, Simon Davis goes to Burnley, and he pushed it. And the club now are sticking to doing the football. Everyone's doing the same football, to win.
Yeah.
Still done the whole show, didn't they?
From top down, And they heard it from the horse's mouth. Simon Davis, the youth director, So when I didn't listen to the positive merchants, because as far as I'm concerned, all they say is positive. I've got evidence. I've got evidence now. I've got evidence now because I've got context. Not saying, "Oh no, I'm positive in life." I don't care what you do in life because I'm here about the football. Well, I'm here to talk about the football and the football side. That's evidence. That is evidence. And that's no dig at you, Perchy or Sava, because you didn't like Conte.
Yeah, and to be fair,
I couldn't stand the fella. But listen, let's move on.
Yeah.
Listen, we've got a game. So jump in, mate. Jump in.
Mitchell, you're going to say something.
Mitchell, were you going to say
something?
No,
I was just going to say, a decent answer, to be fair, and regardless of, like, obviously, he says you're in a title race, but he's also not giving Ange his full backing. The two things can coexist. It's not like one has to be right and the other one has to be wrong. Like, they can both be right at the same time.
So I just want to sort of finish up
I like
the whole
Mitchell. I like Mitchell. You should put him on more. You should put him on more, by the way.
Welcome on my show. I like
Mitchell.
I put you on less.
I like
put you on less, Alex. Yeah, that's fine.
You on less, Mitchell on more. I think that's what it is. Hashtag off Boxy out Mitchell in. Is that what I'm getting in the chat? No, I'm joking, Alex. You're always welcome on my channel. Always. But I'll just before I do that, actually, I've got some super chats I do want to read out. I don't want to neglect them. Big up Tigara question. What are the VAR assistants doing? Great question. No idea. Big up, thank you so much, Igaro. And 7 with a super chat with, I'm bitter towards Liverpool as my kids defected to Liverpool a few weeks back. Really? Oh, that is awful parenting. Awful parenting. And you should be ashamed. Wolves F Finland has just put in €2. Thank you very much. Much love to you. And big up to Adrian Shield. We've got 5 goalkeepers in our 25-man team. 4 days. 4 days like yes. Not sure what you mean, but yeah, listen, with the goalkeeper front, that's our problem, right? Our homegrown issue at this football club is a massive, massive concern. There's a reason why we've got 5 goalkeepers on the books. 4 of them are home, 3 of them are homegrown. I want to sort of move on just a slight bit about the VAR thing. Is that the PGMOL have now said that they've gone. Harry, I'll come to you first, mate.
Yeah,
I think collectively everyone's going to say right decision, right, that they've been sacked or made to like go on leave or whatever you want to call, whatever they call it. They're not going to be in their job anymore. Was that the right decision?
Interesting. What I will say is that, when you see it in real time, you see it back, it's clear, it isn't offside. They've released that apology. Mistakes do happen. I get that. I get the linesman making that mistake, but VAR is there to overturn clear and obvious errors. If the guy in VAR doesn't see it, then you've got the VAR assistant who says, hang on a minute, I think you've got this one wrong. This is onside. So there's no excuses. It should be obviously like investigation, like they say they're going to do, should be concluded. For me, it's more you're looking at the VAR assistant to be sacked for not saying something, not intervening, because mistakes do happen. But it's the fact when you take so long, you still make the wrong decision. Is my problem with VAR at the moment, Perchy?
Harry,
there's no consistency.
That's all we're after.
Look, do you know what it is? Is what was VAR intended for? Clear and obvious. But they're not even sorting out clear and obvious mistakes because we saw it yesterday. So what's the point of it? You might as well have gone back to it as it was, where do you know what I find? And this is my theory on it, and I'd love to get your thoughts on it. So guys in the chat as well, we're going to go for 5 more minutes, and then I'm redirecting you to my video that is going to be on this exact topic. So I'd like you all to jump in, and I'll stay in the chat for the debate on it, which will be really, really interesting. So guys as well, and we'll move it straight from this, obviously, but clear and obvious. Well, they're not doing that, so what's the point of it doing? What's the point of it? Well, it's killing games. It's becoming more and more Americanized, where in the sense of American sports are start, stop, start, stop. The beauty of the football and Premier League football specifically was it was very fluid. Decisions made, we move on, we get on with it. They then go, okay, we're going to bring it in to sort out all the big problems. I think there's more talking points with VAR than there was without VAR. Anyone can jump in on this one. Go.
Perchy, it has got awful. The way I reckon they should do it is basically, obviously, check out the offside. And even though they screwed that up quite nicely, I think it should be like tennis, basically, where each team gets, say, 3 calls, for instance. And it
like
should
tennis,
be like,
right? Like tennis.
Yeah. Like they can stand, right, ref, don't agree with that, mate. Have a look on the VAR. Right, VAR has a look at it, and that's that. And it should be 3 calls each side. Not every 2 minutes, stop, start, look at this, look at, if anything, I don't blame the refs, because the refs have got less power than they ever have done. He makes a decision and then he's told, now if VAR go and tell him, no, that's the wrong decision, do this. Okay, fine. But VAR can't even make the bloody decision. If it was that horrendous, they would have said, no, that was a red straight. And then they make the ref go and do it again, making him look like he hasn't got a clue what he's doing. It is just it is so tits up. It is unreal. I'd rather it goes.
I agree with you. What we're getting to a state, and Alex, I'll let you jump in on this one as well, was I feel like football's now micro-analysed. We're micro-analysing football to the nth degree, where it's if someone's got long hair and a strand of their hair is offside, they're flagged offside. If their toenails aren't cut in the morning, they're rolled offside. Do Do you know what I mean? If they're leaning forward to make a run,
it's not even that, right? You've got to think, right? A player with size 8 feet versus a player with size 12
Hang
feet.
on.
One of them
Wenger
could
made
be
the most
offside and one of them could not be offside. Do you know what I mean?
Does everyone remember what Wenger said about 15 years ago? He made the smartest comment ever. For me, football is about feet, not body. For me, it's got to be the feet that are offside. Now, if my feet are just behind yours and my body is past you, I don't think that's offside because it's football. Wenger was the one who said that 15 years ago. There should be by the legs, basically, not by the body.
Everything needs to be, if it's going to be looked over, we should not be slowing stuff down. There should be no lines. There should be no pictures. It should be, we're going to put the clip of that build-up of play for the offside or the tackle or whatever. We can't be doing with all this still images, because the still images for the Curtis Jones one makes it look 10 times worse than it actually is. Yes, it's a bad tackle, but look at the context of it. He's got the ball. His foot is glided on top of the ball and caught the player. Listen, and this is it. Anyway, look, thank you very much. I do have to wrap up. Alex, I'll let you do the final word though, mate, because I know you want to say something.
I think the referees have made it worse. I think they're refereeing the game, and for me, I don't normally talk about referees, but the last couple of weeks I'm now talking about refereeing and everything else, and that just shows you how much it's affecting us. The decisions yesterday were just absolutely awful. Yes, we deserve some luck because of what's happened before, and it is justice a little bit, but at the same time, we can't overdress it because it can happen to us all day long, and then we're going to complain as well. It happened against Arsenal. It happened against Arsenal, that handball, wasn't it? You know what I mean? So Romero, which was ridiculous, and that's
I'll
it.
stand by it. And what I want everyone to do, if you can, it'll be lovely. Stick around. I'm going to send you over to my premiere video that's starting now, and I want
shameless. Shameless, Perchy. Shameless.
It is shameless, but sometimes you've got to do it, because the views on my videos are not actually coming through at the moment. I'm not getting many views. So listen, guys in the chat, please stick around. I'm literally redirecting you to my video, and we can all have this debate about VAR, and I'll be in the chat, and I'd like you guys also to join the chat. Mix Mitchell, thank you for coming on. You're a pleasure. Absolutely love you on the channel. You're welcome on any time. Harry, much love. I know you've got to run as well. That's why I'm also ending it. Guys, make sure you go and vote for this kid. This guy does amazing work. Go and subscribe to Scarfy Spurs Talks. Brilliant show, mate. We need to do some more work together, definitely. 100%. Barry's going to get nominated at some point for the Shellside Spurs show. For the most crazy one.
The most expletives used in
the most
in
expletive channel in the world.
Like that,
And obviously, go and subscribe to Alex at Mr. Box Office TV for his wild rants and never really explains what he's on about. Joking, it's a joke. I love you, Alex. And obviously, Danny, you're on everyone's show. You'll see him everywhere. That man pops up everywhere. Guys, thank you so much for coming on. I've had a real pleasure, really good chat. Guys, as I said, stick around. Don't go anywhere. We are redirecting you straight away. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good one. Bye.